Now I'm gonna be real and I'm just gonna say it. Your friends might not be your friends, or your friends might not value you as much as you value them. Now, whilst I've been on this self-grind and reflecting on myself, I've had time to reflect on the times in school that I used to have with some of my friends. And in my opinion, when God wants you to see some things, He will push flashbacks in your brain that you thought of maybe back then it wasn't, too, big. But now you would think, wait a minute, that was a bit weird. And I've come to this realization that in school, I had a few friends that really did value me the same way that I valued them. And they were mostly my close friends, which I'm very thankful about. But especially because I had a very big friend group in school, I kind of came to realize that I valued some of these guys, that I was taking pictures with on Leavers Day to a very high standard, and they didn't value me the same way. And I was speaking to a friend to why this might be the case, and this guy's a very wise person, and he tells me most of the advice that I relate to you guys. He's a very smart guy. And what he told me was very, very intriguing and very interesting. See, what my other friend, my really, really close friend, proceeded to tell me was that people value you based on how other people value you. Your friends might value you based on how, the rest of the community see you as a person. And this ranges true because let me give you an example, right? Let's say, for example, I had my older brother, for example. Now, to my friends, my older brother has this, unlimited aura because when they've asked me about him, I've only said good things about this guy. So when they now come across my brother, there's already a sense of respect to when they see my brother and speak to him because I've already hyped him up beforehand. And even not just only me, my brother is very well respected in my city. So, there's already, a sense of respect if they were to now come across him. However, one thing that I noticed is that, back in school, I wasn't hated by everyone. I had friends, but my way of dealing with things and stuff like this will get me into a lot of issues. So I may have made a lot of underlying enemies. Me, as I will describe myself now, even in school, I could be either your greatest ally or your biggest enemy. If you were my enemy, I would just be a complete menace to society to you. And maybe the things that I did back then may have, started enemies around me in my school, which I really do not give a fuck about. But them types of things that if this person does not F with me, for example, then maybe my other friends, they would not value me as much because everybody else doesn't do that. And this is a very stupid and terrible concept, but that's just the way that some people honestly think. I am generally happy to know that I 100% now know the few friends that did value me for me and not what everybody else thought. But this is why I'm speaking to you guys about this, because I want you to think, even within your friend group, and think, is this guy really valuing me as I value him? Or am I overplaying my role here? And maybe, just maybe, the one reason why they don't value you as much is because of how other people value. Because some people are just like that. They care what everybody else thinks of you, but without even looking at you as a person. Now, a very good example of this would be in my life where I had a friend, for example, when I went into this guy's house. And this friend, by the way, he's very, very close to me, and I don't have any anguish or hatred towards this guy, whatever. He's my guy. He's done many things for me in the past. I asked this guy for some bananas, and he says yes. So I go take a banana, I eat one, I put it in the bin, be as respectful as possible, and then I go and take another banana. This wasn't a problem when he saw me do it. I did kind of see his face a bit change, but I didn't think nothing of it. Not until I got into school the next, following day. And he started flaming me along with my other friend for something, different. He started flaming me for taking another banana in his house, telling me that I was being disrespectful in his house. Now, the fact that I've asked you for something and you've said yes, and I've gone to take one, and I've gone to take another one. If you saw it as disrespectful, he could have came to me and said, yo, if I say you could have some bananas, you can only take one banana. But no, he waited until we were in front of the whole group and then decided to say, this guy's very disrespectful. I don't want this guy in my house. Now, where, the whole value thing comes into play, because then I started to think to myself, now I was thinking, wait, so you let one of my other friends cook a whole meal in your house? Because I saw the next day, your friend was cooking a meal in his house. So you let my other friend cook a whole meal in your house. You let, someone else, eat food in your house. But the second that I take another banana, it's now an issue. Then you could say, well, it's just levels of trust. So how come I'm trusting you and, putting you on this level, but you're only really thinking of me on this level? And to people that say maybe he's just more close and he's known that guy for longer, in my opinion, I don't believe in the whole concept of I've known this guy for longer, so he's more of a valuable friend than someone else that I've known for maybe like 2 years. And the person that he let cook a whole meal in his house, he's known for the same amount of time. And I would think that we were as close in terms of, our close, very close circle. Another thing that I would notice is that whenever I would do someone in my friendship group wrong, a lot of my friends were very quick and very, open to criticizing me and criticizing what I did. But whenever someone would do me wrong, I would never get kind of the same treatment. There'd only be one or two people that would obviously, check him and be like, yo, what you did there was kind of weird. But you know what I'm talking about? Like, you could kind of feel that there was a simple, a subtle biasness when it came to, some of my other friends. And this isn't like the guy hates you. No one, like, your friends probably, I hope, don't hate you. But it's more of a thing of where it doesn't matter how long you've known this person or how long anything happens. The way life is some people value other friends more than other friends. And that honestly is the underlying truth that I came to learn, whilst being by myself and just self-improving on myself. That in your friend group, whether you're with 50 or 10 or 20 people, maybe you or maybe even someone else, when you feel a little bit of this guy, maybe he likes he likes him more than he likes me, it's not the fact that he hates you, it's just the fact that he holds that friend in higher regard to you. And you might know why that is, you might not know why that is. That some people are just like that. Maybe the reason that he doesn't hold you in such high regard is because of the way that other people look at you. And of course, you will have the very few friends that will look at you and value you for you and not value you for how other people see you. But that's, only a few other people. That's the reason why you have to present yourself well, not just in front of your friends, but in front of everybody. So, someone else will think, you know what? I really like that guy. Also find, the one or two friends that will value you for you and value you for your characteristics towards them, your characteristics towards everybody else.